Welcome back. UBETS threatens to shake up real estate funding with a new real estate tokenization platform and process. Founder One Capital has created the blockchain-powered platform that utilizes smart contracts to tokenize real estate purchases and pay off mortgages and any debt peer-to-peer. Now, Founder One Capital's innovative development opportunity is based on cutting-edge technologies, including blockchain, artificial intelligence, and tokenization of real-world assets. Their network overcomes existing technical hurdles and uses enterprise-grade, fault-tolerant distributed ledger technology as its foundation. They've combined a token-based distributed framework with artificially intelligent systems using deep transaction capabilities, connecting three platforms to create greater value for investors and property owners alike. So with me is Sid Celestin, the Chief Operations Officer, and also Matthew Daniel, the Chief Marketing Officer. So great to have you.
Thank you.
This has been a really interesting area, the real estate and the tokenization. So let's start with, give me your background. What brings you to this and to be leading a company like this?
Well, basically, my background is mortgage. I've been in the mortgage industry for over 30 years. And basically, I've seen no changes. Since, Carter, we can see, the variation on the way things are going as far as the real estate. Every 4 to 5 years, we have a crisis, which means we have a boom of foreclosures. And it's getting to the point where right now, as we can see it, since 2009, there's a big difference in the economy. When I say in the economy, we see, like, for example, we have Amazon took over retail. We have Uber actually took over the cab business. We have Netflix, we have Google, we have Lincoln, we have all those industries right now that took over the business, the economy right now all over the world, which means technology. And when you look at the mortgage system, which is the highest ticket item in every family or every single person, it has not been touched. Nobody came up with a platform where they can actually tokenize the property electronically or digitally, and then create liquidity and eliminate the debt. And that's why we have this pattern of every 4 to 5 years, we have a foreclosure boom. Like right now, we at the edge right now, we and the investors are saying within the next 2-3 months, we will have an avalanche of foreclosures all over the world, specifically in the United States. Why? Because of COVID-19. See, so now what we did, although there's other companies that do tokenization, but they do tokenization for $30 million, $100 million type properties, like I was talking about buildings. But nobody came up with this platform to do tokenization for the middle class people, like from the $200,000 house and up. And basically that's what we do. We came up with a platform that we can tokenize the property, we can create the liquidity, and we can eliminate the debt.
Explain then, Sid, how does UBETS work with all of that? So let's say I'm interested in exploring this. How would I start? How does it all work?
It's very simple. Now, as you know, if you go out there and try to purchase a property for $400,000, for example, $400,000, the bank will ask you to come up with 10, 15, 20% down, and you have to have good credit. You have to have income. You have to have bank statements, you have to have taxes, you have to have all that. Now, thank God for Satoshi. In 2009, after the housing meltdown, he came up with a blockchain system and Bitcoin, which is a peer-to-peer transaction. Now, we found out that all transactions are peer-to-peer, which means there's no loan. You see that? So in blockchain, you cannot create a loan, because it's peer-to-peer. So now what we do is we ask you, okay, you'll come up as a member, come up with 10%. Now the 10% that you come with is in cryptocurrency in your wallet. You don't give it to anybody. Let's say the house is $400,000. So you're gonna need $40,000 in cryptocurrency in your wallet. And what we will do, we will tokenize the property for you for $400,000. Once we finish with that, there's a membership fee that you pay for 5 years. Of course, you have taxes, you have insurance, you have association dues. Any other dues are regular, we don't touch those. The only thing that we touch is the actual debt that you would have on the property. And once we do that, you pay the membership fee because you create actually, by creating the token for you, or tokenizing the property, we create the liquidity by doing that, and then we eliminate the debt. So, which make it that there's no debt on the property. And mind you, the banks do the same thing. They call it monetization. We call it tokenization because we do it in blockchain on the smart contract, and then they deal with the Federal Reserve System.
So Matthew, explain, where is UBETS listed? Where are the plans to list next for these tokens?
Yeah, no, thank you, Jane. Yeah, we've been working diligently with the strategy as far as how we are going to distribute all our members on top exchanges. So our first strategy in listing was successfully done on Binance DEX. We are listed on there currently, and we are proud to say that our price on our coin has risen to over $220. When we first started, our coin was listed at $1. So we've been working very diligently and working with the top exchanges. Now, we've put together a strategy where we'll start with Binance DEX because it's very important for us to get everybody involved decentrally, obviously, in cryptocurrency. In the real estate, we want everybody to be a part of this and have an opportunity. So being on a peer-to-peer decentralized network was very, very important for us. So Binance DEX was our first stop. We're getting ready to start listing on Binance US, and then on Binance.com will be our pattern of strategy here. As of this week, we are listing also in Southeast Asia. We're starting with our first Southeast Asian exchange called ProBit. That listing will be going up this week, and we're very proud of that as well. Again, our real estate will not only be independent to the United States, it will be worldwide as we see an opportunity for both investors, members, and homeowners to be a part of what we're doing here with UBETS.
So Seddon, you kind of explained this a little bit, but go through the process. So let's say I'm interested in buying a piece of property and I want to try out UBETS and see how it works. What's the first step I should take?
Well, the first step is to open your wallet. Once you open the wallet on our platform, you'll be able to make your first, you start buying UBETS. Let's say, for example, right now we already listed on Binance DX. You can go and purchase UBETS there. And as long as you have the 10% that you need to have in cryptocurrency in that exchange, now you qualify. I don't know if you remember back in the day, like in the 80s, to qualify for a mortgage loan, all you needed is one credit card and two other credit. Now they don't ask specifically for credit. They say you can come up with a utility bill, or phone bill, gas bill, or utility, any of those bills. But now later on in the 90s, that's when they came up with FICO score. Okay. That's where they weed out or select or tell us where we can leave. You see, if this area, that area, and all that. So it's a bunch of things that have been going on within the past 30, 40 years. But right now, with cryptocurrency or the blockchain system, it makes it an open book because we don't need credit. Just like the banks, if you were to look at the mortgage-backed securities, for example, and that's that trust, Reming Trust, you're gonna see they don't use credit. They have all kinds of credit. They have A credit, they have B credit, they have C credit, and even F, depending on the bank. They're all in the same pot. So they only use the FICO score for their own reason, which doesn't have nothing to do with the qualification of the client. So that's why when we saw that, by me being a mortgage banker, which means that's what I used to do, knowing how it's done. So that's why the platform that we have right now, we set it up in a way where the client or the member doesn't have to come up with credit and income and none of that, because we know that's not what qualifies them. If they have the minimum that they need, that actually qualifies them to be in whatever area that they can come up with that purchase price.
Very interesting. Matthew, where are you in terms of raising capital?
Yeah, it's a great question, actually. Yeah, we have started and in the process of doing our second round of funding. We are also filed with the SEC, which is very important for a lot of people in the U.S. that are uncertain on, the very clear-cut laws or the gray area of how cryptocurrency works. So, in respect to filings, we have done that with the SEC. That initial filing, we are raising $21 million for our first round. We are in the process of closing that round. There are opportunities on two different paths for investors. One more being a coin purchaser. As I said earlier, we are currently listed on BDEX and will be on Probit by the end of the week. So you'll be able to purchase our coin directly on there. Again, our price is continuing to rise.
Okay. And it said, how many homes have you closed so far? How do things look going forward?
Well, everything looks great because we closed our first transaction in November 11, 2000 last year, and the second one we closed a couple of weeks ago, which should be posted on the blockchain system within the next week or so. And as far as that, everything looks good. The title companies understand it, and the county recorders, we didn't have any problem or issues with them. That everything went great.
In terms of becoming a member of the UBETS program, how does somebody get started doing that?
Well, there's two ways to do that. The client can go to Binance Dex or Binance.org and go to exchange and register and open the wallet, of course, and then register. Or they can go to My Crypto EX Bank. That's where the member can also go there and register. When they go to register, fill out all the forms and then pull the wallet, and they can come back and take it to Binance Dex, and they can actually purchase UBETS. Also, they can check with us or email us. They can email us at fundo1, that's number1.com, and they can leave a note for us, and then we can respond and help them to go in and do what they need to do as far as registering.
This is kind of a new thing. I'm sure a lot of people are interested, but would need some hand-holding to get through the whole process. It's very different. So, Matthew, anything final you want to add about how people can get in touch?
Yeah, no. So again, the opportunity is for all of those that are, in this times of crisis where, it's hit home as far as them needing help with their mortgage. We have opportunities for them. We have opportunities for first line people. We have opportunities for military and reserve. We have a lot of different opportunities to help people. And also first time homeowners. We have opportunities for them as well. So we want to make our statement clear on what our business is direct towards. We are providing something that is going to help both people that are in the real estate business that need help with mortgaging their home. We're overall trying to make a difference with utilizing cryptocurrency in the blockchain for a new market.
Mm-hmm. Well, that brings up a good question. I'll end with this. Does this open up home ownership to a group of people that have been shut out before because either they didn't have a down payment or, they're getting priced out of the housing market? I mean, could you both weigh in on that?
The way the platform works is that the clients, when they come in as a member and the deposit or they open the wallet, whatever they put in the wallet stays with them. It doesn't go anywhere. Online, on the conventional system, you give a 10% down or 20% down or 15% down. With our platform, what you do when you purchase the cryptocurrency, you have it in your wallet, that's it. You have that, and after closing, and that whatever you have in your wallet is available to you, you can actually go in, because right now we're signing up with, or we're working to sign up with Sam's Club, Costco, all the big box stores, so our members can go in and use their UBETS. They cannot, because they cannot use the same card that they have at Costco or Sam's Club, and they can use it to pay for items or whatever they need for the house, for themselves, or with food or whatnot. So our system is a little bit different, but at the same time is better than the system that we have right now, that we have for over 100 years, that no changes.
Right.
We actually give the people the power. And when it comes to investors, like I mentioned earlier, and you see all those big high-tech companies that create a lot of millionaires over the years, from 2009 and now. You see a lot of millionaires came out due to those high-tech business. But we have all the small companies that not even part of those type of big box stores. They're the one that came with this platform in the high-tech system, so they can actually help the people, and they're making a bunch of money, a lot of money on those things. So that's the, I don't want to say that's the model, but at the same time, we are in blockchain on the smart contract, and that's where everything is going, basically.
Okay. Matthew, any final thoughts?
No, I just wanted to answer your question as far as people being outpriced. This is absolutely an opportunity. As far as the outpricing, we'll be able to work with our tokenization process to pay top dollars and eliminate that debt through our platform. So as far as people finding the home that they really do want, our platform will allow them to be a top buyer in that property. And again, that's something that no other mortgage business is providing right now, and that's something that Funder One is excited to providing an opportunity with that. So for everybody that would like to find out more information about Funder One, you can please go to funderone.com. You can also find us at funderone.io, where you can find our white paper and our pitch deck for investors. And we'll put our social medias here at the bottom here, where you guys can follow us as well.
Yeah, sure will. Okay, well, thank you, and best of luck. And it's really interesting to see a new model that may open up to people that would allow them to have home ownership that they may have been shut out of this process. So it's great. So thank you, Seth and Matthew, very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for having me.